In a land where water was more precious than gold, a small girl was about to prove that the mind is the strongest muscle in human nature. The village faced extreme scarcity as their only source of life had finally run dry, leaving the community in a state of quiet and desperate despair. Meet Maya, a young girl who spent her days studying the laws of nature, preparing for the ultimate adversity that her people were now forced to face. Today we explore the power of science and perseverance. Watch how knowledge can overcome the harshest environments when physical strength alone is simply not enough. The strongest men in the village used their brute force to dig deeper, believing that only sweat and muscle could reach the hidden water below. But the earth remained stubborn. Their strength failed them, proving that sometimes even the greatest physical efforts cannot solve the most complex problems of survival. The chief announced a great reward for anyone who could bring water back to the village, sparking a desperate competition among the bravest and strongest. They stepped forward with confidence, relying on their brawn. However, they lacked the understanding of the hidden mechanisms that governed the world around them. Then came Maya. With a simple scroll in her hand, she offered a different path, one paved with calculations instead of just raw, physical power. The air was filled with skepticism. How could a small girl succeed where the strongest had failed? They did not see the power within her mind. Brawn versus brain was the theme of the day. Maya knew that knowledge is the lever that can move the entire world if applied correctly. She ignored the doubters and focused on her materials. Every object she gathered had a purpose in the grand design she was about to build. She headed toward the high cliffs, believing that a hidden aquifer was trapped behind a massive stone barrier, waiting for the right force to release it. Using leverage and mechanical advantage, Maya began her work. She understood that a series of pulleys could multiply her meager strength 100-fold. Her ingenuity was her greatest asset. As the sun beat down, she worked tirelessly, transforming simple wood and rope into a sophisticated machine of physics. She then placed her mirrors, utilizing the laws of thermodynamics to focus the sun's intense energy onto a specific weak point in the stone cliff. The concentrated light began to heat the rock, creating thermal stress. She was using the power of nature itself to do the heavy lifting for her. Physics in action is a beautiful sight. By understanding the properties of expansion and friction, she was weakening the very foundation of the obstacle. She measured the angles with precision. Every millimeter mattered in this delicate mechanism. One wrong move, and the entire effort would be for nothing. The laws of nature were her allies. She wasn't fighting the world. She was working with it, using mathematics to overcome seemingly impossible physical barriers. The moment of truth arrived. The villagers stood back, their skepticism turning into a tense curiosity as they watched the small girl take her stand. With a gentle but firm tug, she activated her system. The ropes groaned, and the pulleys began to spin, channeling force in a magnificent display. It wasn't a miracle. It was the result of calculation and persistence. The giant rock moved, yielding to the logic of the lever she built. The barrier fell, and for a heartbeat, the desert was silent. Then, a low rumble echoed from deep within the earth, a sound of hope. A breakthrough. A torrent of fresh water exploded from the mountain, surging toward the thirsty village like a silver ribbon of pure life and joy. The people cheered, their voices echoing through the canyon. They touched the water, hardly believing that a small girl had solved their greatest crisis alone. Maya didn't use her strength. She used her mind. She proved that knowledge is the ultimate tool for survival in an ever-changing and difficult world. She didn't just bring water. She brought the gift of learning. She began teaching the next generation that curiosity is the key to unlocking any door. The arid desert transformed into a blooming oasis. This is the triumph of knowledge over brawn, a legacy that would protect the village forevermore. Remember, the greatest tool you possess is your curiosity. Keep learning, keep growing, and subscribe for more English tales of wisdom and science.